Entrevista com o Karsten Braasch, antigo top 40 ATP e a jogar o Campeonato do Mundo de Veteranos. Karsten, not the way, of course, you would like to end these championships. What happened?
I had problems with my elbow all week, and in the end, I hit a serve where I really felt something is wrong with my arm, and then I couldn't finish the match.
Oh, bad luck. Sorry for that. You only play doubles these championships. I believe even in the team competition you play more doubles than singles. Was that a reason for that?
Yeah, the problem was that I had elbow problems before I got here. It got better, but then I played one singles against Brazil where I felt my arm is not good. So I told the other guy in the team championships, you have to help me out, and if I can do something for you, which means playing doubles, I will do it. And then after that I said I'm not ready for singles. It's just my arm is not good enough, and but I was here, so I was trying to play as good as I can, and up until today it was quite good.
Nevertheless, back in Portugal, back in a special place for you, how was it for you to return here and to have this experience?
It's great. Being in Portugal is always great. I have played so many events here. I've had great experiences. I won a doubles title here in 2002 with Andrei Olchowski, where, sorry Andrei, but I was much better than you. I was playing unbelievable back then here in Portugal, and this always reminds me, and it was my last title on the tour in doubles, so Portugal is always something special for me.
And why? Why do you think so? Why Portugal is so special for you?
I just love it. I like it here. I love it here. People are friendly. You have great food. You have great weather. There's so many things that I enjoy, and there maybe not that many countries where I feel that well.
And are you considering to move to Portugal for living? Are you considering that?
Maybe. You never know what the future brings.
Off the record, we were talking about all the times you played in Portugal and so many great places. What do you remember the most about Portugal? Of course, the special week in Estoril winning the double title, but apart from that,
it's just.
You played from north to south. So
yeah, I played from north to south. There's so many memories. There are so many stories you can tell, but it's not that you can point something out or not. It's just the overall experience. It's just phenomenal.
And was that a part in choosing to come here this year to play the World Seniors, or?
Yeah.
Or you were planning to play already?
I was planning to play.
Before.
The German team or the German Federation asked me to be the captain of the men's 55 team, and then I can more or less choose my team. It's not like in other countries where the champion has to be on the team. In Germany I can choose my team, and we were having such a great time last week because my team was really funny, and plus we are playing well. I mean, obviously you have to play well. You cannot choose somebody who's really funny, but you cannot choose a comedian that's all of a sudden has to play tennis. But we had such a great time with the team. The dinner last week was fantastic. In between the team, we were having so much fun that it was just for me. When the German Federation asked me to be the team captain, and I saw it's going to be here in Lisbon, I said, yeah, sure, I'm going to be there. And I've been here 4 years ago.
Yes.
At the World Championships, which was also good. We didn't compete that well as a team. But for example, I'm not going to Mexico City next year because it's far away and it costs a lot of money. I mean, you cannot earn that much here. It's you have to decide if you want to do it and spend money, because it's going to cost you some.
But is this something you do quite often, or are you planning to do, playing more on the Masters Tour, or just from time to time?
It depends on
On the
how the
injuries?
body,
Yeah.
how the body feels. You have a job back home, so I'm teaching tennis,
Okay.
and so it's not always easy to find the time. And plus, like I said, it costs money to play on the Masters Tour. It always costs you money. You're not going to earn anything. I mean, if you for the team championships you don't get anything, so everything basically you're paying by yourself. The German Tennis Federation gives us 2,000 euro for the whole team, which means 500 euros each. You have to pay the flight, you have to pay the hotel, you have to pay the food. So at the end of the week, you're going to lose some money, and it's not always affordable. So, but I love playing those events. I love it, and if it's a good place, then I like to go.
And most of the players we have here were like amateurs in tennis. They were not professionals. You were top 30. You made an ATP final, singles final, a lot of doubles titles. So how do you find motivation to play this kind of tournaments? Because I would say like you are the best one when you look about the careers of the players here. You are the best one for sure. So how do you find motivation to play this kind of tournaments?
I just love it. I love competing. I love going out there, having a battle man against man, no matter whether they were professionals back then or now, and the guys that were not professionals, they are becoming more and more professional the older they get. And I just love playing, but I'm not professional anymore. So I'm not practicing 3 hours a day, or not even 1 hour a day for myself. I just teach tennis, and then I go out at the tournaments and do the best I can. So the guys that are doing it professionally, they're coming closer. But I still like to win this battle, and that's why I'm happy to play. And when you end up winning, it's such a pleasure, no matter whether those guys were professionals back then or not, but it's still always a competition between somebody, and I like competing. And then in the end, you win, then you're happy, or you lose, and you'll still be happy because the people are nice.
And have you tried the Bundesliga as well? Because out of all the countries in Europe, Germany is one of the strongest ones in terms of...
I played Bundesliga for 10, 12 years, I believe.
As a pro, or now that you are
As a pro.
retired from professional?
Yeah, no, now we don't have Bundesliga anymore in the
Okay.
age group.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
thought you
it's
had
divided. No, it's divided in 4 regions.
Okay.
And then we play the winner of the 4 regions in Germany. They play for the German championships.
Okay.
And I won it 2008 with the team. We won it 2016 with the team. And we have a good chance next year with a new team.
When you say you teach tennis, it's a competition group?
No,
Or
no.
more social?
I'm at a local club, or actually at 2 local clubs, because there are 2 brothers that are really friendly, and they are the owners of the tennis school, tennis academy. And in that one club, I'm the 3rd coach, because it's the boss of the tennis school. He used to be a professional player who was ranked 220 in the world, Mark Joachim. He's my boss. Then he has 1 tennis coach employed, and I call myself the 3rd coach. So I'm happy not to deal with the parents, because it's
I was
always...
going to ask, to be more relaxed, you prefer that nowadays?
Yeah, definitely.
Away from-
I don't want to get a phone call when you finished giving lessons at 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm going home, be at home at 10. and then getting phone calls from the parents
So now
or
you
somebody.
want the good parts of tennis.
I
The
feel
funny
well.
ones. Yeah.
I feel well.
And when you play a team competition like you played last week, do you remember those times when you were part of the German Davis Cup team? Do you remember that? It's the same feeling or kind of the same feeling for you?
Obviously, back then the pressure was much bigger.
Of course.
Here it's more fun, but yeah, but when you go out there and when we met here the first day and you go out with the national anthem and you walk across the court,
the memories came back.
There are memories that are coming back. Not only from back 30 years ago, when I was playing Davis Cup, also from like 6 years ago when we played in Miami and we finished third with the team. There are always memories, and that's what makes it so much fun. That there are memories that are built in your mind, and with a group of people that you are here with, you will never forget them.
And speaking about that, are you still in touch with Michael Stich, Boris, of course? Are you still in touch with them?
No. Actually, with Boris, I've never been in touch. He had his own group of guys around him. Michael, we had some problems, but I'm in touch with a couple of other guys from which were great players, like Patrick Kuhn, who was quarterfinals in Wimbledon, Bernd Karbacher, who was quarterfinals US Open. We are in touch not once a month, but maybe we send each other a message every 3 months, 4 months, whatever. So there's still a good relationship between us if we see each other.
And you are the kind of the former player that, for example, the German Federation invite you for something, or the local tournaments invite you for something. Are you not that kind of former player?
No, the German Federation sometimes forgets to invite
Former players.
That's
it.
Would you like to be more present, to be involved in for example, the new generation, or are you okay with it?
I'm okay with my life. I'm okay with the German Federation.
The social part of tennis nowadays, the more relaxed atmosphere, without the pressure of the competition.
Definitely. Pressure back then was great, because it helps you to play better.
Of course.
But if you're here, and I mean, I'm really hurt now. I really hurt myself, and I believe it's something bad. But I can still sit there, have a beer, and don't think about the problems that are coming up next week. If I would be a professional right now, I would be really unhappy
and worried.
And worried about not playing maybe the next 6-8 weeks, maybe even more. But now
you get to enjoy a little bit more.
I can still have 2 beers and not to be worried.
So I would assume you don't follow tennis so much these days.
I do follow tennis. I do follow tennis. I love tennis. I'm a completely sports fanatic, and
nice.
I have in Germany we have a couple of sports channels that you have to pay for, and I'm paying for everything.
Okay.
So I'm watching US Open, all the tournaments.
And what do you think about the German generation of players? Of course, Sasha is the leader, but what do you think about the generation of German players?
It's tough at the moment. There are not that many guys that are up in the top 100, and I think it's I don't want to. It's tough to say. I think overall the people in other countries, let's put it that way, in other countries are fighting more and working harder than the Germans. That's why we have, let's say, 75% of the women's are coming from East European countries in the top 100, because their life is maybe not that good. So they work harder to have a good life. In Germany, the life is quite good. So they don't have to work hard, and that makes it tough to compete and to perform well.
So as a fan and a former player, are you worried about the future, about the tennis in your country?
I'm not worried about the future in tennis in my country, but I believe that it's getting tougher and tougher. If Sasha now is out, Jan-Lennart Struff is not the youngest anymore, and I don't see anybody coming up. So I'm not worried because the club tennis is still going on, and people will play tennis, but I don't think that it's going to be the case that I don't see the next German #1 in the world.
Which are your favorite players to watch when you turn on the television? Not from Germany.
At the
from
moment?
tour, yeah.
Alcaraz. So much fun. So much fun to watch him. And you can see he's enjoying what he's doing.
Yes, always smiling.
Always smiling, having fun, playing a drop shot, missing a shot.
He
Having
won on
fun.
this court, he won a title there. He
Okay.
entered the top 100 after winning here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
First time.
No, that's at the moment my favorite. There's some other guys that really play well, but the way he expresses himself on a tennis court is something that's worth to watch, and I'm happy that he just started. I think it's going to become a lot of fun with him.
Do you think there is a player is playing kind of you? You see yourself in one of the players when you watch TV?
No.
No, nobody's like you.
Tennis has changed.
Yeah.
You hardly see anybody playing surf and volley.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, I do. But I think also there are a couple of stories that I heard that everybody wanted to make tennis slower to have more rallies.
Yes.
So I heard a story from Jim Courier where he was a commentator for the American TV, and he had a can of balls from the old days, took them to Wimbledon, and he couldn't fit the balls from Wimbledon into this can because they are so much bigger. So the game is getting slower and slower. So the guys that trying to play surf and volley, they don't have a chance because the balls are getting slower, the courts are getting slower, everything is getting slower. And yeah, I miss a little bit that.
Do you still try to do it, serve and volley, when you play?
I'm
time
too
to
old.
time?
I'm too old, I'm too slow. No, but like I said, when you play surf and volley, the surf is, even though they hit it with 220, but everything is coming back, and then the volley gets tough, and it's not easy. It would be interesting to see somebody do it, especially in Wimbledon or on grass courts. What's going to happen? But it doesn't happen.
So when you came here like 3-4 days ago, because 4 years ago you played in Portugal, but in your other club, I think
Yeah,
it was.
we played in Sif.
So when you arrived here 3-4 days ago, did the Estoril title came back to your memory? Oh, I won there.
Yeah,
20 years
obviously.
ago.
Yeah, I have so many matches in my mind. And, I believe I know like 80-90% of my matches. I can still
Really?
recall the score and recall the opponents.
Oh,
Nice.
That's what I said in the beginning. Sorry to Andre, but we were playing in the semi-finals against Mahesh Bhupathi and Max Miani, and we were not
Great
starting
opponents.
good, and was 1-6, 0-1 down a break, and from that point on, I didn't miss one ball. That's my
What a memory.
1-6.
1-6, 0-1
Oh my God.
down a break, and then we won the second set 7-5 in the match tie break, And then in the finals we beat Simon Aspelin, Mark Kretzmann, but really easy 3-3, and I was playing so terrific. So all these things come up to my mind. And the first 2 rounds we played against not so good doubles players, and we struggled, and actually first or second round, I don't remember whether it was first or second, played against Nuno Marques.
Oh, really?
The Portuguese guy. And
one of the best ever.
Yeah, one of the best ever, and we struggled so much and ended up winning 10-8 in the match tiebreak or something.
Okay.
So by then I thought we are not a good team on clay, and then all of a sudden I started playing unbelievable, and those memories always come up. And like I said, I know so many matches by score and opponents, plus even sometimes some points from the matches that were important. I can still recall them.
Nice.
Now, I could never hit the ball that well, but I had to find a way to make the opponent a little bit struggle. And that's why I watched a lot of matches and knew how to make them struggle. I was not the best tennis player, but I had a good mind.
20 years ago, that outer. Do you believe that? 20 years ago, 21 years ago. Do you remember? Do you believe that it was like more than? It's been a lot. It's been a while since that title. So do you believe the time has passed like more than 20 years?
I still feel young, even though the beard gets grey, but I still feel quite young. So I'm happy I can still move. Okay, the arm is not good, but no, I believe that everything is going the way it's supposed to go. So it's all cool.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. That's the perfect ending. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.